Good.
He just walked. He said good and walked out.
What is that?
You look so beautiful. Oh my baby.
I'm gonna get my little change.
Hey, Mama.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How are you?
My baby look
I
beautiful.
didn't know y'all was all together and everything.
Oh, we just got in the house. Baby wasn't with me and baby boy. We just walked in. And she was in here.
Well, I'll be there. Let's see.
Okay, Mama.
Oh, tell her the dress fit perfect.
She said, oh, yeah, and I seen her in it. It looks real good, Mama. Thank you.
What?
The dress.
Oh, that dress you ought to save it for Easter, but I told Lady, I said, try your dress on. So if you need to send it back, she never told me anything.
She didn't try it on yet. She haven't tried it on yet.
Well, when she get there, she needs to try it on because they done slowed shipments down because of the tariffs, and if she gotta send it back, she won't even have it for Easter.
Okay. Well, shit, baby, I have her to do it.
Well, yeah, tell her to.
Hey, what's populating world? Thanks for tuning in to another session of Beauty by Chola. I'm your girl Chola, and today we're going to be doing some glow stick liquid filled press on. Okay, some of the things that you're gonna need. You're gonna need your sized press-ons. Okay, I did like a large set, and this is only gonna be a display set. I'm not gonna do like a full set, just something so you guys can see. And pretty soon, once I'm done telling you what you need, I will be focusing the camera on the nails. Okay. Something else you're also gonna need. You're gonna need your 3D nail gel. Okay. You're gonna need some top coat. You're also gonna need some nail art transfer. You're gonna need a number 2 pencil with a great eraser. Okay, you're gonna need a nail form, and we've got some UR glow in the dark poly gels. That's what we're gonna be using today. You also need some alcohol and a dipping dish. You need at least 2 good brushes so that you can apply the poly gel on really good. Okay. When you get ready to design, you're gonna need your dotting tool with the wax end that helps pick up a little bit more. Your tweezers. Depending on how you want to do them, you can use a liner brush. This is the number 7. Okay. I also have a cuticle pusher just in case I need to pry anything off. All right. And if you need it, you can use some nail glue. Okay. It just, like I said, it just depends on your lighting and what you decide to do. Okay. So I'm going to turn the camera to the nails, you guys, so you guys can see me start on it. Okay. Hopefully you can see it really well. Okay, I'm gonna move my supplies out of the way so that you guys can see. I already have some alcohol in my dipping dish right here, okay? And I'm gonna try to do this with the nails facing towards you guys so that you can see. Let me focus the camera a little bit more. If you can see it really well, you guys comment below and let me know what's going on, what you can see, okay? And if I need to put the camera closer. All right, so since we're gonna be doing the glow stick nails, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the poly gels that glow the most. So the ones that glow the most are the yellow, the green, and the orange. The whole set is supposed to glow, but apparently when you order from Amazon, what you see is not what you get. Okay, but we're going to do our first one, our thumbnail. We're gonna do orange. Okay. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to take my nail form, okay? Going to open up my poly gel, and I'm going to pour, well, no, actually what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do a measurement, okay? And this is what you need your number 2 pencil for. So right here, you would measure your nail bed. So it stops somewhere like right here. So I'm going to take my number 2 pencil, and I'm going to draw a line right at the cusp of the nail tip. Okay, I know you can't see it too well, but that's what I did. So from here to here, we're going to be making the glow stick liquid filled nail. Okay, so I'm going to take it off my stand so you guys can see. Let me focus the camera a little bit more. All right, I'm going to take a little bit of my poly gel, and I'm going to put it right toward the middle of the top. Okay, you don't really need much when you're doing this because when you press it down with your brush, it's gonna expand. Okay, so here's where you need a very like fine tip handy brush, right? You're going to dip it in your alcohol just in case you've used it before, soften it up a little bit, dab it on your napkin, go back in. Okay, now you're going to dab it just a little bit, and then you're going to begin to expand the poly gel. Put it, in the shape of the nail part that you're going to use as your glow stick floor, okay? Now, if you're a first timer, this video is for you. If you've already been experienced and you already have this part down, okay, then hey, good for you. All of you that are tuning in, I greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in with me today. All right, now I'm gonna press down a little bit more just to get it in kind of like the form of the nail, okay? Now, if it's a little thin, what you want to do is you want to apply just a little bit more gel just to make sure, because you have to apply enough to where it, doesn't cause leakage on the nail, okay? Now, this method can be a little messy. I'm going to do two methods. This one is going to be the one where you use the nail form. The next method that I'm going to do is the nail on nail, okay? So like, share, comment below. Let me know what's going on with you guys. How is your day going? And I appreciate you guys for tuning in. All right. So with my alcohol, I pretty much got the form that I want, right? All right. So this is going to be my glow stick nail form. Okay. So here we go. We're going to take the nail with the measurement right across at the half tip of the nail. We're going to put it on our poly gel, okay, and make sure it's pressed down kind of good. All right, you can see there's no moving. All right, once you've got it set like you want it, now we're gonna take it and we're gonna put it in our UV lamp for about 60 seconds, okay? All right, and I'm gonna turn you guys back here until it's finished nuking. All right. So the next colors that we're going to do after that are probably going to be the green and the yellow. I might even do some red, but the good thing about it, if it doesn't glow, I have my Kaida Glow in the Dark nail polish. Okay, well, it's gel polish. I don't really use regular nail polish. Like, I'm in love with the gel polish because you can use the UV lamp and it cures right away versus having to put a fan on the polish part. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Before we go for the rest of these nails, we're going to do one nail at a time, you guys. So at some point in doing these nails, I'm going to show you the other method to doing like aquarium nails or like liquid filled nails, which is the nail on nail method. Okay. You always want to have a nice nail that fits at your base. And then you're going to take another nail, a smaller one, and you're going to put it on top of the nail. But before we get to that, let's do one thing at a time. All right. So it's finished in the UV lamp, okay? So this is what we have. And the good thing about it, using the nail form, boom, you can peel it right off, okay? All right, so we're gonna set that aside right now. Now what we're gonna do is take a pair of scissors. You wanna make sure that you get a nice cut, okay? We're gonna cut down the sides just a little bit before we get into file, okay? So I'm gonna cut down this side. All right, now I'm checking to see if there are any cracks where it could leak out. You're gonna have two ends that are open, okay? So once you fill it up, you're gonna have one end that is sealed. You can either go through the front or you can go through the bottom. It's, of your choice, all right? So I have a little bit at the top. I'm gonna cut that off. And I'm going to get a nice grit nail file, and I'm just gonna file down the sides a little bit to shape it. Now, this is exactly what I wanted to happen. Okay, you got the poly gel. This part came off of the floor. Not to worry. I'm gonna show you what to do when that happens. This is where your 3D gel comes in, okay? This right here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your nail and you're gonna gently apply a nice size of the 3D gel going around the sides. And this should help your seal not leak, okay? Now I'm gonna do the other side. All right, so I have a generous amount on my sides on the floor. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my poly gel and I'm going to gently apply it back to the nail and then just kind of slide it down, press it a little bit. And before you put it back in the UV lamp, you grab your 3D gel again. Once you got it sized up the way you want. Hold on, it's sticking because I didn't put alcohol, but it's all right. This is just a demonstration. All right, so I got my 3D gel. I'm placing the poly gel back in the nail and it's giving me some trouble. So now I have to apply more 3D gel. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna put it on the nail. I'm gonna put it on the poly gel part. All right, so I'm gonna put it going down the sides where I want it to stick on the nail. And some people don't use poly gel. Some people do it with the 3D gel, which I will demonstrate that for you as well. I'm going to show you as many methods as I can to show you different ways to do it, because not all the same ways works for everybody, okay? All right. Now I'm going to take my nail and I'm going to slide it on back onto the poly gel. All right, so we got it stuck. What we're going to do now is we're going to put it back in the UV lamp for about 30 seconds now, just to kind of get it to harden up so it'll stick. Hopefully you guys are having a great day. Hi Noriega, thank you for commenting. I think somebody by the name of Money says hello. Hello to everybody. Is anybody getting any rain out there? They say it's like 40 to 35% today, which isn't a lot, but hey, if it sprinkles, it sprinkles. All right, here we go. It's done nuking. I'm gonna press, I'm gonna slide. All right, so it's stuck. Now, just for extra security, I'm gonna go back in with my 3D gel. And I'm going to apply it to the sides. And you can apply as much as you think you need. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you have like little flaws, but they are correctable. And that's the good thing about it. All right, now I'm gonna go down the other side. And I've even tried using the builder gel just to see if it works just as well as a 3D gel. No, it doesn't. I wouldn't recommend it. All right, so I'm gonna put the nail up close so you guys can see. All right, so I have put my 3D gel on the sides and used it to build. All right, we're gonna put it back in the UV just to make sure we got everything taken care of. We're gonna do it again for 30 seconds, okay? And if you have already used your brush at this point, I recommend you put it back in the alcohol. We wanna keep it soft. We don't want it to harden up. The alcohol helps to break down the 3D gel and the poly gel, so it doesn't stick to your brush. Something else that is good, make sure when you clean your brushes, dap them dry with a napkin or a nice towel that doesn't leave lint. And you want to put oil on your brushes, okay? This will keep your brushes from holding too much poly gel or too much 3D gel or whatever it is that you use, builder gel. But yes, make sure you put oil on all of your brushes, okay? Clean after every use. Don't let it harden. All right, so here we go. It's not moving. It's not coming out. All right, now we're gonna get to the filing part. Let me move my nail form out of the way. All right, so I got about 100 grit nail file, all right? We're gonna gently just file it down on the sides. So that way, when we seal the bottom up, it doesn't leak out when we put our liquid in it. All right, pretty much got that side done. I'm gonna take my brush and just brush it off a little bit, because what you don't want is nail dust, because it'll cloud up your nail. You get what I'm saying? All right, So here we go. We're going to file the other side down. All right, so we filed down the sides. Want to make sure the tip is still open, but file it down evenly with the other side. All right, take my brush again, brush it off. And I had no idea I was filing down my real nail at the same time. All right, so now we're gonna file down just a little bit our tip, okay? To make sure that once we fill it up, it isn't closed too much so that the liquid can go in. The concept is to get it as even as possible. All right. So here I go. I'm brushing again, making sure I have no dust in it. If you see any dust,
Close.
then before you seal any side up, I would suggest you blowing it. Okay, that's simple. Blow the dust out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a nail wipe and I'm going to dip it in my alcohol. Okay, just a little bit. You don't need a lot. And I'm going to wipe down the polygel at the at the base floor so that it does not stay sticky. So basically the alcohol with the nail wipe is just to remove the stickiness, okay? All right. Now I'm gonna wipe down the bottom here just to be safe. All right, so here we go. We have our floor done, okay? Now what we're gonna do is pick a side to seal. Some people go through the top and seal the top and then fill the bottom with the liquid, or you can fill the bottom and apply the liquid at the top, all right? So I'm gonna go through the bottom, all right? Now there's different ways that you can seal up the bottom. You can either put a little 3D gel on a nail form, and you can cure it and then peel it off and then put it down and seal the bottom with it. But I'm just a little bit more precise than that. So I take my 3D gel and I'm going to build the seal for my for the floor of the nail. And you want to make sure that you seal up all cracks and all holes, because the worst thing to happen is you put your cuticle oil or your baby oil into the nail, or your water, whichever you prefer, and then it leaks out. Then that makes the nail a little bit more difficult to control. So I'm just making sure I have enough here. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my brush again, dip it in my alcohol, and then I'm going to gently just pat down the 3D gel to make sure that I have all the cracks sealed. Pat it down. All right, dip it in the alcohol to clean it. Now I'm going to apply just a little bit more because there's a little crack down at the bottom. Like I said, you want to seal all cracks and holes, okay? Because if not, when you put the liquid in, it's going to be a disaster. All right. I'm going to pat it down again, making sure that it is sealed all the way. Now for beginners, this may take you a few times to get the hang of, but once you get it, it's pretty much simple. All right, so I put my seal in through the bottom. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cure it again. And this time for 60 seconds. just to make sure.
Go.
All right, we're down to 38 seconds. So it's almost time. Also, a supply that you're going to need that I failed to mention. You're going to need a nice size syringe with a proper needle, small enough to get inside to fill your nail up with, okay? But be very careful because this is a real syringe, okay? So as you can see, I got a little bit of my baby oil ready to go inside my nail. All right, so it is done curing, okay? So I'm checking now to make sure that there are no more cracks at the bottom, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put another coat of the 3D gel just to make sure it's sealed all the way. Now, if you have like little stickers or designs that you wanna put, I'm gonna show you that method as well. Like I said, these are just display nails. These aren't something that we're gonna wear, okay? All right, gonna take it, pat it down a little bit more, making sure it's sealed properly. Dip my brush in alcohol, wipe it down. All right, now we're gonna cure it again for 30 seconds. Everybody has different methods of how to do aquarium nails or liquid filled nails. Me, I'm a little bit more creative and precise. I like for everything that I do to be right. All right, we're down to 10 seconds now.
No.
All right, here we go. So it's sealed up at the bottom. I'm not sure if you can see it too much, but that part is fine. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the next part. Just to make sure that the sides are sealed, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my top coat and I'm going to gently glaze the nail with the top coat. And this will ensure that there are no more cracks in your nail. Everything is sealed up. Make sure you put it on the sides, especially. And it's really by choice. You don't have to put it on the whole entire nail, or you can if you want. It's at your discretion. All right, now where I sealed it up, I'm gonna put more top coat there to make sure. All right, so we've got that taken care of. And you're almost done, you guys. All right, now I'm gonna take it and nuke it again for 30 seconds. And I just happen to be doing this while I'm cooking at the same time, you guys. It's awesome though, doesn't bother me. I can multitask. But while we wait, here are some other nails that I did. I was just experimenting one day and I decided to do some long nails with eyes on them, okay? So this is one that I did. Okay, see that one? This is a cat eye that I did, okay, with the cat eye gel polish. Pretty cool. And then I tried to do one that was a little bit more realistic. I was going to put lashes, like real lashes on her. Seriously. Keep my lashes right here. But I decided to put diamonds and rhinestones instead. All right. So our nail is done cooking. Right, so guess what? Time for the fun part. Let's fill it up. All right, so here's where you need your syringe. I could put decorations on it, but like I said, this is just a display nail, just a tutorial, if you will. Okay, now I'm going to take my syringe, gently insert it through the top, and I'm going to begin to fill my nail. Okay. Now, if you have like little charms or micro beads that you want to put in it, you can do that. All right, you want to leave a little space so that it has room to move, okay? Make sure you put your cap on your syringe, because if not, whatever you have in it will leak out. All right, so I'm checking. I got my liquid in. There's no leakage. Awesome. All right, now I'm going to take my 3D gel again. And I'm going to seal the top of it, okay? Some people do it with acrylic, but I do it with the 3D gel. Sometimes I do it with acrylic if I'm looking for a certain display of the nail, okay? Now I'm going to dip my brush in the alcohol, pat it twice, and then I'm going to gently pat down the seal of the top of the nail, okay? The key is to be less messy as possible. All right, I'm gonna clean my brush. All right, so now that I've sealed the top, we're gonna cure it one more time on 30 seconds. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can smell the steak that I'm cooking, and it smells wonderful because I can cook.
Another title.
All right, so it's done. Now, this is the finished product, you guys. I'm going to try to put it as close to the camera as I can. You see it going. There's no leaks. So with it not leaking, that lets me know that we did it right, okay? All right, so that nail is done. You also, when you're finished, you can put more top coat over the whole nail and cure it for 30 seconds, and it will make the nail gloss. Now for the fun part, we're going to take our blue light, and I'm going to turn my light off so that we can see, okay? So here's what we want to happen. We want the nail to glow like a glow stick, right? All right. So we're gonna put our blue nail on, our blue light on the nail. It's kind of like daytime in here, so I'm not sure if you'll see it glow that much, but I'll try to do it as properly as I can. All right. So I think that's long enough. I'm gonna turn off my blue light. All right. So now you can see the nail kind of glowing just a little bit. All right. So that's our glow stick liquid filled nails, you guys. Stay tuned. I'm going to run to the kitchen real quick and check on my food, but I will be back for another live video. For those of you that tuned in, thank you. I love you guys. Y'all are appreciated, and God loves us the most. All right, I'm out.